Howdy folks, welcome to episode 58. Today we're going to grab our gold and see what we can do. So, might as well, we're already parked here, we might as well get our gold going. Can we do it? Can we get our... No, I guess not. Okay, so we're going to go... let's go all the way back. Let's go all the way back, because... that way we're not, wow, that was really bad, wasn't it? With the frame rate. It's got to be this lighting. Let me see. Let's turn off the generator. Nope, it's not the generator. Just when I'm looking at all these cars. I swear it's when they're lit up on the inside, but they're always lit up on the inside, so I'm not sure. Go like this. We'll get this moving. Wow, did you see that? See the thing jumping. So yeah, that way we're only stopping once on this, and we're not like doing the whole back up and then, you know. Here, let's do this until we get back there. Pretty sure we'll have room to do this because we did it last time, right? I don't know, maybe last time we only did it with like 2 cars on there. No, I think we still got room. We'll see. We're gonna find out. If we don't, we're sure gonna find out. Let's see here. No, okay, those are going to go back. All right. See, we're going to do this again. I think it's just that they're becoming detached on when you load the game. It's got to be what it is. All right. Let's do this and hit all these cars. Bump all these cars. Get that one too, because otherwise it's going to crash too. Alright. There we go. Alright, cool. Let's go back here. We'll get this all set up. We'll get these, because I'm sure these are going to fall off the... Did they not fall off the track? Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Well, they didn't fall off the track. Good, that means we can do this. We can go like this. And we can extend this so that we have room to, there we go. That'll give us room to reattach the cars to. Let's go like this. That'll keep them from going too far too. Yep, it looks like we're good on that. Yeah, our wheels aren't going to hit there. Okay, cool. Let's just get these loaded. We'll get these 4 loaded, and then we'll worry about attaching the other 4. So we're going to go like this. And I think we need to get the door. We need to get the door lined up. There it goes. Yeah. I'm guessing that this door needs to be between here and here. I think that's what's going on. So I did go into the editor and I added the refined gold back in that we had something missing, and I think it was like the episode 52 or 53 or something, way back when we were loading these onto the... I think when we were loading them onto the train at the very end of the episode, I had some that fell off or whatever. So I think that's what's going on. Okay, this one's good. We're going to go like this. See, these have there's something wrong with them to begin with. There's something going on with them. Because they're not... See what I mean? The connectors aren't... So when it loads, it puts them in a different position and it doesn't keep them connected or whatever. It's got to be what it is. It's when the save loads on these specific cars. Okay, there we go. All right. That's 3. Oh, that's 2. That's going to take forever, isn't it? All right, and then that's done. There we go. So yeah, we'll load these. Is it 5? We got 5. We'll load these 5 and then we'll catch the other 3. Then we can worry about that. There we go. All right, that's 1. Yeah, there's something going on with the way they do that. Okay. Doesn't surprise me. It's tough to do that on a load, you know, when you're trying to make sure it's still on the track and stuff. Is that 5? Okay. You're trying to make sure it's on the track if there's a gap between them that, you know, you haven't changed that gap or whatever. Although you'd think, you know, you just store their actual position. But the other thing is, if they have any momentum when you're writing the save, do you save the momentum or do you just put them back at 0? You know? Like their velocity? You know what I'm talking about. Let's see when this starts loading. I'm just curious as to where the threshold is. We'll watch for this safe to start moving. There it is. Just okay. Sorry, I thought that was funny. All right. It starts going forward, and you just press the thing, and it starts going backwards again. All right, and then we need. So that'll give us 5. And this should be at 5, right? Okay, so that's at 10. See, I think it's still going to be... I don't know if we just destroyed 2 of them by doing that. Honestly, I don't know. We just... When I hit the spacebar to stop the loading and cancel the loading, did it subtract it from there and then stop it from existing? It might have. Because this doesn't look right. We have 3 left and we have 10. Right? Let me see. That's 9. So let's see what we have once we have 5 in here. Because we should have 10. Oh, no, I think that might be... Let's see. Okay, so that's full. And that's going to load up to 10. No, that worked out perfectly. Okay, so we're going to go backwards now. We'll get a little bit of speed here. I mean, we do need to take it easy so that they don't, like... Well, actually, we don't... Yeah, okay, if we stay below 5, we can just bash into them, and that's fine, because they won't go off the end anyway. I was just thinking if we go up to like 15 and then slam on the brakes to not hit them at 15, but then, you know, then we're just going to end up with a problem there anyway. So we'll just do it this way. See if we can get the rest of these. You know what? We have 10 left and we have 3 cars left, so we did lose 5 somewhere, didn't we? Right? So let's hit the brakes. There we go. All right. Now we're going to come back. So I'm still going to need to edit the save. Let's go like this. I'm going to need to exit out of here and edit the save again because we're missing 5. Because we only have 10 left, but we have 3 cars left. 3, 4, 5, 7, 8 cars. Right. We have 8 cars. We should have had 80 total. Or I can just ignore that and, you know, pretend like we had 5 in the last one. And not bring it all the way there. Yeah, I don't know. All right. We got to load 2 of them up. Yeah, and then I got to decide that. I mean, if I'm going to go into the save editor, I could just put all 3 of these. Or just load the last one instead of putting them on the platform. But go like this. We're going to need to compress this a little bit, just so that when we stop, we're in the right spot. So now I'm curious. I need to test this. Okay, so we have 10, right? No? Okay, it doesn't destroy them. Okay, they didn't get destroyed that way. I must have done something wrong in my calculations. But we had 10 here and 15 things here, which those were making 2 each. So that should be 30 and 10 is 40. So why do we not have 40? Where did the other 5 go? You know, I'm wondering if maybe I'm going to have to test it, but does this is this broken where when this goes down to 9, this produces refined gold? You know what I mean? There we go. When this goes down to 9, does that produce a refined gold and waste one before it gets down to 8? Is that possible? We'll have to try that out. I'll have to check that out. I'll probably do that in a separate experiment, and then if it is broken, I'll actually publish a video of it being broken, because I don't care enough to make a video proving that it's not broken. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna jump out here and go put the other 5 in here. So I'll be right back in just a minute. All right, we're back, and the sun is coming up as always, because for whatever reason it starts every game at midnight. All right, I guess it doesn't save time of day in the save. Looks like we're moving. Good. I wanted to get it kind of moving a little bit fast so that we could do this. Slamming the brakes. There we go. That's what I wanted. I just wanted to make sure that it would bonk all the cars together to get them in. Is it gonna? There we go. There we are. All right, cool. No, I wanted to just smack all the cars together to make sure that they're gonna go. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the thingy. Just gonna make sure all of our switches are good. We didn't change anything, right? We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. And then we're gonna try the other side. Yep. Okay. Is that correct? I don't remember which side we did last time. Alright, cool. Either way. Let's get this moving. There we go. I mean, I want the frame rate, but I want to also make sure that the cars aren't, you know, falling off. Looks like there's 8 of them. Let's go like this. Alright, looks like they're all coming along for the ride. We're going to slow down a little bit for this turn. There we go. I think we're good with that. It's so bad. Oh man, yeah, it's got to be. I don't know, because there's sometimes when it does that and sometimes when it doesn't. I'm not sure what the deal is with that. If it's maybe once the sun comes up high enough that the moon is not a light source or something. If that's what's doing it. See, now it's fine. Now it's totally fine. My frame rate isn't tanking. It's only till a certain time. There's a certain time at night when it starts to tank, and then it stays. So it's related to the time of day. It's got to be like the shadows from the moon or something like that. That it's using the moon lighting to do whatever. And suddenly the theme song from Moonlighting just jumped into my head. Gotta love that. Bruce Willis, yeah, you know what I'm talking. And Sybil Shepherd. Okay. Yeah, thanks for that. All I said was moonlight. I didn't say moonlighting. Well, maybe I did. He was... Alright. It's the little things, folks. And that was the cat freaking out because I moved my hand. Alright. Let's see if we can survive this turn at 15. Maybe. That was close. No, 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 no. I think that's a no. Let's see if it'll... Is it going to crash everything? Yeah, it is. Okay. I kind of figured we were going to go a little too fast on that one, but that's okay. Alright. There we go. Let's bring this up here a little bit so we have room. Go like this. And then, is this one good? That one is good. Okay, so we only had 2 of them come off. I thought we had 3 of them come off the tracks, but that's fine too. Is there is a break on both ends of this. Well, that's kind of cool. Okay. Anyway, let's do this. The trick is we're gonna back into these, which means that we're gonna have to start out with these going around the corner. So that's gonna be its own adventure in a minute. See what we get here. There we go. All right, let's let them all go back out. Let's wait till this one is completely stopped. There we go. All right, now we're gonna go forward. Only a slight delay. Can you hear the whistle in your head? All right. We'll take it easy on this turn here. At least till this is past the turn, right? There we go. Now we can start speeding up a little bit. A little bit. There we go. All right, much better. Those junctions always, the engine bounces on it a little bit. There we go. Okay. I think we're good here for a little bit. Let's see what we got. Yeah, we do want to slow down for this corner again. This little zigzag, but... And this one. Yeah, we got a few of them, don't we? Every time we get up to speed, there's another zigzag. We can at least get our speed up for this until we get closer. We still have all 8. Would have been nice to have them arranged in such a way that you can see where the last one is, you know? Make the last one a different color than the second to last one. Alright. We're going to come down to like 12. There we go. Alright. We're still intact. We're still in one piece. See, this one's really chugging along around that. Really doesn't like that circle or that turn. At least at high speed anyway. It's fine on it now. Let's see, increase this a little bit. They're making that turn. There we go. Bring this up just a little bit. We don't want to pull too hard because we don't want to pull them sideways off the track, but we do want to get a little bit more acceleration going here. There we go. Can bring this up till we get to this next turn. That one is just really nasty for some reason. Almost should make a shortcut going from here to here. You know? Make that split off and then reconnect over there to avoid that sharp turn. We're going to slow down when we start hitting these switches here. Now, I don't know if the physics frame rate matches the drawing frame rate, or if those are separate on this. I'm trying to remember on, because this is Unreal Engine. I'm trying to remember if Unreal. I know in Godot you can have separate physics, and the physics tick is separate from the rendering tick, so you can have the physics run at 60 FPS. Even when the rendering is running super slow. And I mean, if you're not running the physics on the GPU and it's the GPU that's tanking, the CPU can still keep running the physics at 60 FPS, if I'm understanding the relationships of those things correctly. But because the thing is, when your FPS drops for your physics, that means that between each step your thing is moving farther, so it has more of a chance to, like, on a turn or whatever, it's trying to move in a straight line, you know? And then you correct it after each step, time step. So it's like it moves from here to here, and then here to here, and then here to here, you know, as opposed to like the tiny little steps. So yeah, if you have a curve at a low frame rate, it's going to go farther in a straight line, which means it's going to go off, not follow the curve and go off the curve, off the track. And so, like, when it starts the next frame, it's like, oh, well, it's off the track. We're derailing now. Instead of, oh, our frame rate is low. Did it actually go off the track, or, you know, that kind of thing. So it depends on how it was written too. Because if you do, you know, you can have a double check type function too, where it's like, oh, it's off the track. Did it actually? Was it because of a bad frame rate? Was it because of a lag spike or what? Because I mean, a lot of these games, that's where you get stuff that yeets, is, you know, things that weren't supposed to collide end up colliding because of a slow frame. Which is also why they put speed limits on things. Okay. Because otherwise you end up between frames, you know, something moves so far as that it's like inside the other thing, and then how do you physics that, you know? especially if they're small things moving fast. Well, it's not really. It's the relationship between size. You know, is it's moving how many of its body lengths. You know, what proportion of its body length per frame. Did I run out of fuel? Is that what I did? I've been distracted with all these other things and yapping and everything else that I ran out of fuel. Go, open the door. There we go. Yep. World's worst engineer. I can tell you that much. I like how this changes. Watch. See in the window? Watch in the window. When I pick up the shovel, see? It changes. That's kind of cool. Alright. That's stupidest thing ever. Okay. Stupidest engineer ever. Anyway. Alright, let's turn off the regulator. Let's look at our map here. See, I really don't know which way we went last time. I thought we had gone on the platform side. Now we're going to go on the non-platform side. Yeah, we did go on the platform side, because now I'm remembering, because we were up here and we hit this spot where we started going downhill. And now I remember. Okay. Yep. That's how it was. Alright, the water temperature's coming up. Does the bell still work? See, the bell still works. We got no whistle. We have no whistle at all. Alright. See if there's anything else I need to do while we're... Let's check out our... what is our next industry that we need to get going? Because we need the oil. But we didn't do all the other stuff on that, right? We did all the meat. We did all the gold. We got up to the ironworks. And what's after the ironworks? Is the... because we did the smelter, we did the ironworks, and then you take the pipes to the... It's not the refinery. I think it's the oil field is the next thing. Yeah, there's nothing else on here other than the oil field and a refinery. Okay, so we got two more. We have two more. We have two more industries to go. Let's see when it hits boiling. Are we going to get any steam? There's our pressure. We'll use up all our pressure with the whistle. All right. That was weird. Why are we going backwards? Is it just me? Why are we going backwards suddenly? Let's stop. Come to a stop. That was weird. Is it just me? Are we up a hill or something? Oh, it's because I took off the brake and we're up a hill. It must be what it is. Poor boiler. Yeah, this must be... Oh, that's right. This is like the slight uphill. Okay. That's fine. It's the saddest whistle. So we need to get to the... We need to get to the oil field. So we need pipes, a bunch of pipes. And those are the ironworks things. We need the pipes in the boxes. We got a ton of those. So yeah, we'll have to look out. We'll have to look at what it is. We need to make happen with that in order to fill up. Obviously, we're not going to make 1,000 oil, but we should make a decent amount. You know, we should try to bring more than like. Oh, you know what? 30 of those beams is 10 cars, so maybe we will just do 30 of those. Maybe 30 of the beams, and then whatever comes out of that. Come on, you can do it, regulator. I think I'm using up the steam about as fast as it can build up. Let's see what happens if I turn off the regulator. Does it build up faster? Yeah, it does. a little bit. But I think it's just because we're going up a hill and we're loaded. And I think that gold is pretty heavy. No, it's only 100. It's only 100 kg per. Okay. I mean, I can squat that. It's not that much. Right? 100 kg. I can squat more than that. Alright. There we go. I don't know that I can today. I could a few years ago. 100 kg? Yeah, I could squat 100 kg. That's 220. I could do 220. I'm sure I could do 220. Alright, anyway. There we go. That's right. This is a big open straightaway now, too, so we can just haul. Bring this down to 24. There we go. Because we're going to hit the downhill here in a second. We're going to hit the downhill and combined with our pressure coming back up. I can't believe how many times it... You know, you would notice that. That's the thing, is you would actually notice that. You don't look at a gauge when you're sitting in this thing. You would notice that the fire's dying down or whatever, too. So, I don't feel bad about that. Honestly, I'm looking at all this stuff. I'm not looking at these little, this tiny little indicator here. A tiny little indicator isn't going to make me go flying off into the yonder. Alright. It is so a word. Okay. It's even in the Air Force song. Cool. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're still only hitting like 25 though. It seems a little low, doesn't it? And is this switch... Yeah, we're going the straight way. Okay, so we don't need to slow down for the switch even. Okay. Yeah, I would have remembered the steamboat being behind the thingy, too. I definitely would have remembered the steamboat being hidden behind the building. But yeah, no, we were on the other side. Okay. Let's get this. Deliver the gold. There we go. All right. So we want to unload. And let's do this. Let's see what we got. Let's go like this. Make sure that we're actually getting money for it. Because I'm pretty sure that's where the gold ingots are supposed to go, right? I don't, you know what? Actually, I don't think they are. I think they're supposed to go on this platform right here, aren't they? I'll bet they're supposed to go on the platform. But if I look from the other side, then, you know, it's going to unload them on the wrong side. That should be another one of the game options, the safety, the unload safety or something like that, right? Yeah, that's what it was. Okay. Whoops. Let's go like this. And then the other one, I think this is the one that when we get up there is when, although I don't think the engine even gets that far with these 8 cars. No, it doesn't get that far. Yeah, we lost a bunch of gold last time too. Like, oh, the safe fell on the grass. The gold is ruined now. I can't buy that. It's torn. I'll buy it for you. I can't read. Okay. The expurgated version without the Gannet. All right. That's why you watch. You know that's why you watch. Is the obscure references. See, the thing is, I don't know, maybe, am I the only one who, like, if I hear something like that, like, just some phrase that doesn't seem to make any sense whatsoever, am I the only one who's like, oh, I think I'll go look for that and, like, see if it's a quote from something? And then if it looks like it's something funny, I've discovered a few funny movies like that by just, you know, hearing some offhand statement that didn't seem to make any sense, so I looked it up to see if it was a movie quote or a book quote or something like that, and it was like, yep, that's from this movie. Oh, I'm going to watch this movie. Hey, this is really funny. This is a great movie. What was the one? The Sandlot. Saw The Sandlot because of that. All right. I forget what I was reading, and people were like, "You're killing me, Smalls." It was a weird movie. It wasn't horrible. It wasn't awesome, and it wasn't horrible. It was just a bunch of stuff that happened. But it was a neat experience to watch it. Okay. Here we go. Get the next car up. Only 2 more left. And we'll stop when we hit about here. There we go. See? Yeah, we got plenty of room. I'm pushing my luck with that. All right, so when we hit this window, there we go. All right, see we. Yep, it's coming out. All right, cool. So we got them all unloaded, and I don't know if we're gonna do. I don't know if we're gonna do a different. If we're gonna do a different engine for a bit too, but yeah, I think we're gonna figure out what we need to do with the oil field. Let's look at the industries. Yeah, that is after the ironworks. Okay. So what is there? It takes 3, so we'd only get 10. We'd only get 240 oil out of that if we brought a full load of beams. Because the steel pipes, that's 9 per car, so that's 3 of these cars for each one of the steel pipes cars, right? I think we should bring more than that. We should probably bring like 15 cars of beams, which would mean 5 cars of steel pipes. That's what we'll do. Okay, cool. And then, yeah, we'll figure that out. But that's going to be it for, and we're going to have to build all that out anyway, so we're going to have time to figure that out. So that's going to be it for episode, what is this, 58? Join me in episode 59. We will figure out where we're going to build out, and yeah, we'll do the oil fields, and we'll get that running. So join me in episode 59, and we'll see you then. Later.